Hey everyone, I am your host Tay and welcome back to another episode of All Things Lifestyle. And thank you so much for tuning back in to another episode. I'm so glad to have y'all listening today. Happy Thursday, happy whatever day you guys are listening. And stay tuned in for this episode because I'm kind of excited to talk about this. This week I'm going to talk about the soft life trend. So I know y'all see on like Instagram and stuff like that, like Twitter, Facebook, all the memes about and reels and TikToks and the soft life and what it means to people and how people portray it in the videos they put out and all these things. So I'm going to talk about how I think of having a soft life and am I in my soft life era? So I'm going to talk about that in that aspect. But before we get into that, you already know, we're going to get into a couple of things. So to start off, I've seen on Twitter, Beyonce is going on tour next year. Okay, so it looks like she's going to be going on tour next summer. So I'm saying that to say everyone that's listening in the Beehive or you want to go to a Beyonce concert, gather your coins now. It is September. We're about to be October. Next summer, I'm thinking June, May. Maybe it's spring, summer. You know, I don't know. April. It better not be April, actually, because I don't get back until April, back to the States. So, yeah, it better not be before April, or that's all I know. But it says summer, so I'm thinking June, hopefully, is the kickoff month. But, yes, I say that to say start gathering your coins. Put some money aside out of each paycheck. Do it now. Because Beyonce, the tickets are going to, I feel like the tickets are at least, for a good seat, is going to at least be a stack. Like, that's the least. Being a part of the Beehive, I'm willing to pay that. That may sound crazy to some people. I know, but it's just two people. Yeah, it's two people, two musicians, two artists that I would pay that much money for, and that is Beyonce and Dwayne Carter. For obvious reasons. I love them both. They are my favorite artists of all time. And I'm willing to pay that to see them in concert. It's steep for a ticket. Of course, I don't know how much the tickets are. I'm just saying it's Beyonce, though. And I want a good seat. I'm not about to be sitting in the back and long as I got a seat, long as I'm here to see Beyonce. No, I want to have a good seat. I want to see her nice and clear because I have never seen her in concert. And I was deployed last time she was on tour. I was so upset. Oh, I was so mad. So I'm like, this is my time. I'm going to be back just in time for the new tour. Let's get it. Of course, like on social media and everything, everything is not like 100% correct. So that could be not true. But I'm just saying what I saw. And I kind of believe it though. Because Beyonce, like, again, if you know Beyonce, I feel like it's kind of like, that's how it's gonna flow. Like, she just put out Renaissance. She's doing all these visuals and everything, and she did all the pictures, and she still hasn't put out Act 2. She still needs to put out Act 2 for Renaissance. She just put out Act 1. And then I'm like, I feel like it's natural B to do a tour in a year. So hopefully she does one, because I'm gonna be on the website at midnight when the tickets go on sale to purchase my ticket. Ain't gonna be no, oh, I forgot. I'm not forgetting. I'm purchasing my ticket. So I say that to say, be on the lookout for that, y'all. And on a sad note, or like a disappointing note, it's been on social media, and I'm just talking about like trending topics right now. That's just topics that's been trending. So Nia Long, her and her, I don't know if it was her boyfriend or her husband. I didn't really read too much into it. I'm saying this to say a person is going to cheat, a man, a woman, they're going to cheat if they feel like cheating, no matter how good you look, how much money you got, how legendary you are, your status, yeah, how much you're worth, how much money. It doesn't matter. I feel like, because at this point, Nia Long, she's actually been my favorite actress since I was a little girl, and she was my first girl crush. I love Nia Long. She is just fire to me. But it's Nia Long, and you cheat on her with the girl that he was cheating. It was like the manager or something, the assistant. She's nothing comparable, but it's like still, obviously that doesn't really matter what she looks like. It's the fact that he cheated, and it's like, it doesn't matter how good you look. A person is going to cheat if they want to. If they feel it inside in their heart to cheat, that's what they're going to do. And it's a difference. And again, I feel like it's a difference with being like cheating one time and being a habitual cheater. Like, it's a habit that you're going to cheat. Of course, some people are just like, no, you cheat on me once, you're done. But I feel like it's a difference with cheating and building a whole relationship with somebody than just like cheating on quote unquote accident. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, that's just been it's been a topic for the past week, and I'm like, it's just sad because like baddies, like hotties, like looking good is Nia Long. How do you cheat on Nia Long? But it's the same thing when Jay cheated on Beyonce. How do you cheat on Beyonce? Feel me? Like, it's just, people are gonna cheat if they want to. End of story. That's it. And one last thing that I've seen on the Twitter. I got all this stuff on Twitter, actually. Twitter is everything. You get everything on Twitter. And I mean everything, okay? Rihanna is supposed to be performing at the Super Bowl for the halftime show. Hello? Like, this is a big deal. Like, y'all know Rihanna, Riri, she ain't put out music, I want to say, since 2017, 2018. It's been a long time. It was like 2017, I think. The last time she put out music. It's been years. And of course, that's how we know Rihanna from her music when she started Ponder Replay when she was 16, 17. I think that's how old she was. But, you know, that's what we love her music. So she started making clothes and makeup and skincare. She just, you know, she started climbing the beauty empire. Like, she is like a beauty house, if you could say. Like, because you got skincare, you got the makeup, you got the clothes. So she just tapped into that really hard, and she's a billionaire, doing great. But we want the music. So this is my theory. I feel like she's going to give us something, like, soon. Could just be false hope. But I'm like, this could be her way of saying, here I am, y'all. I'm coming back out of hibernation. I'm coming off my hiatus of music. And I'm going to give y'all a little something. Even if it's just a EP. Maybe one. I think an album is asking for too much. Is it? I don't know. I don't think so. Actually, we want an album. Even if she gives us one more album, something. Can we just... I feel like we just need some closure, because she just stopped. Like, you can't just stop, Ree. Like, so hopefully this is the beginning. She's trying to tell us something, and she performs at the halftime show, and then some more music is going to roll out. Hopefully that's what that means. I'm hoping. I like mentioning kind of like hot topics for the intro, because it's like not a lot to talk about, but like each week it's always something on the blogs, the Twitter, the Facebook, the Instagram. Why am I saying the for the apps? It's Instagram. It's always something. So I'm like, it's just always fun to talk about it with y'all, to give my opinion and my 2 cents. Okay. So my weekend was great, actually. So I went down to my mom's, chilled with her, my sister, and my nephew, Tuki. I got to babysit him. He is a handful. He was so good the first night. And then it rolled over to the next day in the afternoon. When he sees my sister, he just gets turned up. Like, Tuki is turned up. We had fun. I played with him. We played his little toys. We watching the little kids YouTube channel, Jules TV, I think it's called. That was so cute. I know they make it so much money, because that's so cute to have the little kids, and they're black, and they're singing all the like the kitty the kid music, kind of like Gracie's Corner, stuff like that. That's just so cute how they put the little flair on it. I just wanted to say, I don't have kids. I don't know if I mentioned that on the podcast. I don't have kids. But when you change a dirty diaper, it just puts me back, like, because I'm like, okay, I could probably see myself having kids in like 2 years. It kind of raises that to like 3 or 4, because a dirty diaper, bruh, like, it is so funny, because he just like walking around, and he just stands there like, and then you just get the whiff of the smell. You be like, whoa, what is that? Literally, you just get the whiff, like, woo, okay. I see you just did your business. Now we got to change you. But yeah, that's a dirty diaper. It kind of pushed me. Maybe I'll be ready in 2 years, maybe 3 or 4. I went there for my cousin's ribbon cutting for her business, Edible Arts by Brandy. She's in the Hampton area, Hampton Roads. It's a baking business. It has cake jars, cookies, lemonades, and so much more. We were at the ribbon cutting ceremony. We had like pepperoni balls, pizza balls. It was just so good. And her food, like, it's just fire. So check her out, Edible Arts by Brandy, if you're in the Hampton Roads area in Virginia. Another thing, it's just Black Girl Magic. My mom just launched her business too. It is a virtual, like a virtual urgent care. It's a telehealth business. You can call in, make an appointment, and she can help you out. It's like an urgent care over the phone. It's like the smartest thing ever. Listen, COVID, like you could do everything over the phone or online on Zoom. But yes, I just want to give her a shout out. It is called Hampton Roads Health and Wellness Care. Okay, so the thing is, she can only see people that are in Virginia, so Virginia residents. So if you're listening to this, you are a Virginia resident, make an appointment and she can help you out. She's a nurse practitioner. Amazing. Some of her services that she offers are IV hydrations, physicals, lab services, vaccinations, and so much more. So definitely, if you need help in those departments, and it's a list. If you follow her, go on her page, Hampton Roads Health and Wellness Care. Go on her page, all her services. There's a laundry list of services that she offers. And hopefully she can help you out if you are in the Virginia area, Hampton Roads area. I'm so happy for them. Like, so yeah, the ribbon cutting ceremony for my cousin's business was lit. That was so much fun. There's music. Her family and friends got together. She had her truck there. It was just bomb. Pop some champagne. Okay. Yes, it was a vibe. I'm going to get into the question of the week. The question of the week this week: do you feel you are in your soft life era? For me, being in my soft life era, I feel like yes and no. Mostly yes. I feel like soft life, you're doing everything like you want to do. I'm not doing everything I want to do. I'm getting to that point, but I feel like mostly yes, I am in my soft life era. Like, I'm not struggling. I don't have anything to really worry about. Like, of course, life is life, and I have obstacles, but there's nothing that's like long term holding me back. You know what I'm saying? Like, from being me. So that's why I do feel like I'm in my soft life era. Looking at the responses, it looks like a lot of people said they are not in their soft life era, and that makes me sad because I feel like everyone deserves a soft life. And we're going to get into soft life a little later. I'm going to get into the Tune In with Tay, and then we're going to talk about soft life. Y'all, this is a spinoff from a show. I literally just mentioned this show, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks ago. Like 2 or 3 episodes ago, I mentioned this show. Sisters, right? I mentioned that show. This new show I'm about to mention is called Zatima. Let me tell you why it's called Zatima. So it's a spinoff from Sisters, and in Sisters, there's 2 characters, Zach and Fatima. They're a couple, and now they have their own show. Y'all, they are so stinking cute. Like, this show is, I just love it because first of all, I love them. Black couples, black excellence, doing their thing. They moved in together, got a house. It's just so cute. This show comes on BET Plus, and in side note, BET Plus really be giving the shows. Like, I haven't been on there. I need to get on there and watch more. My mom, she is like BET Plus. Like, did you watch this? Did you watch this? She is on point with the shows. Okay, so she's giving me some recommendations, and I gotta go ahead and tune in because BET Plus is giving with the black shows, and BET Plus is kind of like uncut, like. Not uncut, but like it was a sex scene, and they was like, you know how they like on BT on the movies or the shows, they'll like go past it, or that they just show them kissing and then they go, no, they were in the act. And I'm like, okay, BT Plus, like y'all just showing everything. Okay, they didn't show body parts, but Yeah, they were in the act. So I'm like, okay, BET Plus, they kind of, I said uncut. Because that's uncut. Y'all remember BET Uncut back in the day? Yeah. Super cute show. The show, it just obviously highlights more so on them and their life, their friends, their jobs, and all that stuff. So definitely tune in. It's so cute. They're such a cute couple. Yes, I love them. Like, the show is just great. It has, so far, has 2 episodes out. Don't know what days, though, it comes on. I'm not sure because I watched it over the weekend. Okay, so let's get into soft life, the soft life era. So like I mentioned before, soft life is a trending topic on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. It's just reels about it, memes, and all this about soft life. I feel like everyone has different interpretations when it comes to soft life, and I'm pretty much going to talk about what I interpret as soft life. Just so you know what I'm talking about, I looked it up, like the definition, I guess, on Google. The term soft life originated in the Nigerian influencer community. So it originated from my Nigerian influencers as slang for living a life of comfort and low stress. That's where it comes from. I did not know it came from Nigerian influencers. That's lit. Okay. I'm just going to start with, because I've seen this on Instagram and all the social platforms. Soft life does not mean being lazy and not working. I just want y'all to that's not what soft life means. Like, I just feel like that's not what they mean when they say soft life, because I feel like a lot of people take soft life as, okay, I don't want to work, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. It's just going to come to me. Like, what I want is going to come to me. But at the same time, it's like you have to work for what you want. Because everybody, even though like everybody doesn't want to work per se, like a corporate job or a 9 to 5, nobody wants to do that. Well, not everybody. Everybody doesn't want to do that. Everyone has a goal, but you can't sit there and say, oh, I'm living my soft life, I'm not working, and I'm just going to manifest that what comes to me. And it's like, no. Like, you need to, in the words of Kim K, get up and work. Like, you know what I'm saying? And not saying work to the bone, but work towards what you want to accomplish. To me, that's soft life. I feel like soft life is having the ability to do that, because some people don't even have the ability to do that. They can't even make time to do what they want to do to accomplish their goals because they have other things to look out for. Like people with kids, for instance, like they got kids to take care of, so they have to really put hours in at a job they don't even want to work, and they can't even put as much effort into the things that they want. To me, a soft life is being able to put those hours into something that you want. For me, give an example. I like doing this podcast. This podcast is a hobby for me. So I feel like I'm fortunate to be able to record and plan and have the time to do it, because I don't have like a very stressful job that I have to put hours and hours into, and I don't have children, you know what I'm saying, that I have to put that attention towards. I just have myself. So I feel fortunate to be able to put the time into my hobby, into something I enjoy that makes me happy. So yeah, that was like, I just wanted to say that because I feel like a lot of people is like, oh my God, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to manifest that my dream, whatever, comes to me and it's just going to happen. Like, no, I just feel like you still got to work for it. Even though the work may be hard, but again, soft life doesn't mean lazy. I feel like soft life, you're still putting in hard work when you're living a soft life. You know, in the one song, I don't know which song on Beyonce's album, where she was like, yeah, quit your job or something like, basically, she didn't say, well, she said quit your job. I don't know what song it was, but a lot of people are saying that on social media, like, oh, Beyonce said quit my job, so I'm gonna quit my job. I'm like, y'all, like, stop. I know a lot of people be playing though, like a lot of people, I don't think are just gonna quit their jobs, but some people probably really take that serious. And it's like, don't just quit your job. And yeah, no. A soft life is not just, I don't feel like a soft life is doing nothing unless that's what you want to do. Doing nothing can compare to a soft life if that's what you want to do and you have the means to do that. If you're a housewife or you just have money in the bank like that where you could just chill, do nothing, and you know what I'm saying? That's cool too. But just know a soft life isn't quitting your job and, oh, how I'm gonna pay this, how I'm gonna pay that, blah, blah, blah. That's not a soft life, in my opinion. Because how are you gonna pay for stuff? And then soft life is low stress. That could be stressful. So, yeah, just want to put that out there. Like, having a soft life does not mean quitting your job and just seeing what happens. So I'm going to get into like the reels and the TikToks of it all. I feel a lot of reels and TikToks, they put it as like soft life and, routine, this, that, and the third. They're pampering themselves. They have this really nice aesthetic and stuff like that. That is a soft life for some people. But just because you're not doing that exact pampering routine, that does not mean you're not living a soft life. Like, for example, somebody can have this over the top pamper routine where they put on this, that, and the third, and they have every facial tool, facial steamer, every face mask is just a lot. And just because you don't have that, and if you're content with just, doing your skincare routine, you wash your face or whatever, you do a face mask, maybe you just steam your face and then you're done, you put on your moisturizer. If that's your example if that's your way of pampering yourself, that's fine. Don't think you're not living a soft life just because you don't have this over the top routine like the girls on Instagram and Twitter. I feel like everybody's soft life looks different and everybody has different interpretations of it. And like I said, when I think of having a soft life, I think count how many times I say soft life in this episode. soft life. Okay. Also, when I think of it as doing what you want, walking in your purpose, and living for you. That's kind of why I say I am in my soft life era, because I feel like I'm doing exactly what I want to do. Not in every aspect and category of my life, but for the most part, I'm living for me. I don't have to answer to anybody. I don't have any like responsibility as far as like children and everything. It's just me. So that's why I feel like I am, because I can do the things I want to do. I have the time, I have the flexibility to do that. And honestly, not gonna lie, I love that these things are trending, like the soft life and the soft life era, the that girl thing. I love that all of these things are trending, because I feel like it's allowing a lot of people to tap into themselves. Like, tap into like, what do you really like? What do you really want to do? I feel like a lot of us, we live life just, what is the word I'm looking for? Autopilot? We live life we're just going. Am I thinking of autopilot? I don't know what I'm trying to say. But like, we just go with the flow. Like, I feel like a lot of us live life like that, and it's nice to really just sit back and think, okay, what do I really want to do? What is my interest? And I feel like that goes into soft life, because you're being intentional about the things you want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could sit here and say, okay, I'm at this job right now, this is paying my bills, but I'm gonna do this in the meantime because this is what I want to do. Because I feel like everybody that's walking this earth has a purpose. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like everybody's purpose is God calling you to do something. Kind of like your calling, like God is putting you on assignment to do something, and everybody's gonna like figure it out to, figure out what am I on this earth to do. Some people are on this earth to make impacts into people's lives, to help people, to be a healer, entertainer, all of these things. I feel like everyone has a purpose, and I feel like finding your purpose is definitely goes into having a soft life, because again, you have the ability to do that. You have the mind, you're in your right mind. You have the mindset to sit down and say, okay, let me think. Let me write this. Let me jot down some notes. Let's figure this out. What's my purpose? And another thing too, I'm gonna go more into being intentional. I feel like being intentional, that goes into having a soft life too, because when you're intentional about things you want, you just go for it. You take the steps of what you need to do. So, for example, if in 5 years, I want to be at this place in my life. I want to be working at this job. I want to be living in this house. I want to be driving this car. I want to have this many kids. I want to have a husband. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your goals are, or not even husband, a healthy relationship, something. Being intentional about those things, you're going to move in that right path. Like, for example, if you want a healthy relationship in 5 years, you're not going to keep chasing toxicness. If you want a healthy relationship in 5 years, because if you're chasing toxicness, but you're praying for a healthy relationship in 5 years, that doesn't go together. So if you want a healthy relationship, you're going to be intentional about who you date and who you talk to and who you surround yourself with and associate yourself with. Definitely goes into the soft life, because again, being intentional, you're catering to yourself because you're catering to your needs right now and in the future. Pretty much all in a nutshell, I feel like having a soft life is showing up for yourself, less stress, just like the definition said, less stress, comfort. You're showing up for yourself, even when it comes to like staying healthy, like all of these things, working out, staying healthy, being comfortable, all these things goes into showing up for yourself. And to me, that's what I interpret as soft life, is showing up for yourself. Oh, and one more thing I did want to say too. Just because, and goes back to TikToks and Reels and everything, you see girls unboxing their Chanel bags and their all these expensive, luxurious items. Luxurious trips does not equal a soft life, in my opinion. Because in the definition, soft life has nothing to do with material things. It doesn't. So I don't feel like just because you don't have that expensive that expensive purse, expensive shoes, and you're not going to Bora Bora right now, you know what I'm saying? That's in the future. Speak that into existence. But just because you're not there right now, that doesn't mean you're not living a soft life. Because I feel like a lot of people equate luxurious items, materials to soft life. And I don't feel like it equates. I feel like I said, a soft life is being comfortable, less stress, low stress as possible, and walking in your purpose, being intentional about yourself and doing what you want to do. That's my definition of soft life. Like, I love it. And like I said, I love it for us. I love it for us because we're tapping in. We're tapping into ourselves. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much, y'all, for tuning in to another episode. I really appreciate y'all and your listening ears and just being here with me and rocking with me. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will talk to you guys next week. And remember, it's a lifestyle. Bye.